AI is changing the coaching industry right now, and most coaches have no idea how to use it. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the most critical AI skills to develop to make sure that you stay relevant and grow your coaching business. Skill number one is using AI as a strategic thinking partner. Do not just use it to create content. Do not just use it to write copy, because although it is okay at that, what's more useful is when you use it to get clear on strategy. What are the new pricing models that you want to roll out? What is the total addressable market of a certain market you're considering to choose for a niche? What is the right ascension model to go from a low ticket to a mid ticket to a high ticket offer? These are questions that previously were just reserved for business consultants or coaches. And although I don't believe AI could ever replace that, because AI gives you great information, it doesn't create transformation, you still want to leverage the brilliance of AI. And that's by thinking of, if this person was my executive coach, if they were my leadership coach, if they were my therapist, what could they help you with? What would you ask of them to help you with your goals in your business? That's the first skill that you've got to develop. And you've just got to be really vulnerable and open to what your challenges and your weaknesses are. Because if you're afraid to hold that, if you're afraid to share that, you're not going to get the constructive feedback that you need to on a particular idea. So that's the first skill. You can use any of the AI platforms to do that, whether it's ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, but I do encourage you to start using it and just carve out 30 minutes a day. I know others that are spending 2-3 hours a day on this. If you just do 30 minutes a day, first thing in the morning or last thing before you go to bed, not right before you go to bed, because you got to have your nighttime routine, you will find that in the next few months, you will be so much more skilled on this new technology. The second skill that I recommend is AI-assisted market research. There's no better way other than actually doing market research interview calls with prospective clients than using AI. One of the strategies that we teach in a lot of our coaching in Fearless Coach Academy is doing market research interviews, reaching out to people in your network and interviewing them for the hope of better understanding their challenges and their goals so that you can make your coaching business as valuable as possible in your coaching program. And what often happens through that process is that you not only get market research, but you also get clients. But here's the thing with AI. There's plenty of coaches out there that see this strategy and they go, "That sounds great, Peter, but I don't have a network of people who are my ideal clients." So they don't really have anyone they can do market research with. Well, guess what? You have AI to do that with. And the cool thing is that you can literally ask AI to act as your niche and have it interview you, or you interview it about their frustrations and their fears and their goals and their dreams and their all the different questions that you need to know to enter the conversation that's happening in your prospect's mind. Now, if you do have people in your network and you've done market research interviews, imagine recording the market research interview, uploading the transcript to AI, and then getting it to spit back a buyer profile of who your ideal client is. That is a great use of AI. It's a great skill to develop. So that's one thing that I just really, really recommend. One of the tools that I would use for that is any of the AI recorders. I think even Zoom now has an AI recording, but I use a third-party one called Grain. I don't get paid for that. I don't have them linked in my description, so just Google it and you'll find them. But it creates a transcript, it creates minutes, it creates action items from any call that I have. So I not only use it for market research calls, but I also use it for coaching calls with clients, and it's incredibly useful. So that's the second one, AI-assisted market research. The third skill that you want to develop as a coach is building AI-powered systems. So know that you not only want to grow a coaching business, but you want to build a business that runs without you. And the secret to having a business that runs without you is automated systems. That means funnels. That means follow-up sequences. In the past, you had to do all of that yourself. You had to go watch the YouTube videos, either hire somebody or develop the skills yourself and learn how to do that. Now you can literally custom code these different systems and have everything automated, and it's actually replacing software, which is pretty mind-blowing. So think about the three big pillars of your business: marketing, sales, and fulfillment. Think about what are the things that are done on a monthly basis, on a weekly basis, and a daily basis. And any of the things that are repeated the most, daily or weekly, how do you create a system around that? How do you use AI to do that? That's a skill that you absolutely want to develop because your competitors are developing that skill right now. And maybe the gap between you and them is not that wide, but if they continue to focus on that and you don't, that gap widens and then you become obsolete. You do not want to run that risk in the world that we're living in today. So that's the third piece, is building AI-powered systems. The fourth skill is decision making with data. An example of this is, let's say that you are generating leads and you're wanting to know what you can do to improve your lead generation, meaning how do you lower your cost to acquire a customer? How do you increase your return on ad spend? Instead of just guessing or trying to analyze the data yourself, when you start tracking and measuring your data, let's say in your ads or on your YouTube channel, for example, or on your LinkedIn post, when you start tracking impressions and views and clicks and leads and calls, and you track that in a spreadsheet, and then you take that spreadsheet, you upload it to AI, and you ask it to act as a business strategist and analyze the data and give you recommendations. And you even ask the AI itself for the prompt to direct it to do that, you will get unbelievable feedback, incredible, tangible, actionable recommendations that you can change immediately, that you may have had to pay $10,000, $15,000, $50,000 to a consultant to get that access. And it happens in minutes. And so really think about where you have data in your business, whether it's generating leads, whether it's converting those leads into clients, whether it's turning those clients into raving fans and keeping those clients. Take that data, upload it to AI, ask AI to come up with a prompt to analyze it and give you tangible, executable recommendations for how to up-level your systems. Really, really, really powerful. And then the last piece is, not forgetting that even with technology and AI, you still want to develop the skill to protect your human edge. So what's unique about you that AI could never replace? Example of this is, I know many people are taking some of videos like this and they're going, oh, cool, all I need now is AI. Not true at all. AI can help and it can provide great information, but it still fails and falls short of creating significant, lasting transformation. Now, maybe that'll change in the future, but for right now, it's falling short. And so don't think that all you need is a membership on ChatGPT to grow your coaching business. We often need a coach to help us identify blind spots. We need a coach to help us release limiting beliefs. We need a coach to help us holding ourselves accountable. And so your clients need the same. So how do you protect your own human essence in this world of AI? I want you to really think about that and actually ask AI for some suggestions there, because you may find that you're afraid of everyone just going to AI for stuff. And if you use the AI to come up with ways to mitigate that, you will be very, very surprised and thankful that you have that game plan. So those are only 5 skills that I would recommend developing when it comes to using AI to grow your coaching business. What's one skill that you're using it for? I'm sure I haven't covered all of them. So let me know in the comments below what one skill you're using or how you're using, like a use case of AI. And if you've got value from this video, please do subscribe to my channel. 72% of you watching this are not subscribed, which is way too high. So if you've got value, then subscribe so you never miss a future video. And make sure to check out my next training on how to start a coaching business up here. I'll see you in the next video.